Good morning, beautiful people. It's Elliot here. Welcome into a new market update. So, in this video, I will talk to you. I will tell you why, in my opinion, the markets are still bearish. I am talking about the crypto markets, Bitcoin in this case, and why, in my opinion, the lows on BTC are not in. So, if you didn't watch all my last videos, especially the last 2 or 3 videos, I suggest you to go and watch them to have context. Okay, but in short, I can tell you that the expectations from these levels were a pump on Bitcoin till the 82, 83, 86 levels before making a new low, possibly in divergence on the RSI indicator with a weekly or monthly time frame, divergence, bullish divergence, in order to start again to build spot positions on Bitcoin and get the bottom formation that we want to see, because bottoms are never built in this way. Okay, this is the 12 hours time frame. Let's check again the weekly time frame. Let me delete these things. So this is not a bottom formation. Okay, bottoms need time to play, need time to build. We didn't have, I tell you again, any bullish divergence here, like here on BTC, on like here. So in my opinion, I am still bearish. This month, I think in a couple of days now, I don't remember, we will have the new Fed chair, Kevin Walsh, that will take office basically, and this could be a decent catalyst to, I think, see a downturn. My bearish thesis is not invalidated, not yet, because my targets were until 84, 86 before seeing a reversal. But why I am telling you this, it's also because of this chart. Okay, let me put the 12-hour chart, for example, on the USDT.D dominance. So if you are new to this chart, you must know that when this chart is bullish, the crypto market is bearish, because this chart, the USDT dominance, is tracking with percentage how much USDT stablecoin is in the market. The more it is, the less people is invested in crypto, obviously, okay? Because people, investors, traders, in this case, when this chart is bullish, are converting cryptos to stablecoin. On the other side, when this chart is bearish, it means that the quantity of this stablecoin in the market is less and less. So it means that investors and traders are converting USDT, so stablecoin, into crypto. That can be Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., etc., etc. Now, what you can notice here? In this chart, we are building a falling wedge pattern, which is notoriously a bullish pattern first. Secondly, here, as you can see on the RSI, let me put the RSI indicator, the 1-day indicator, time frame. It's even more clear that we are inside this wedge. Okay, we are in a compressing phase because, as you can see, the candles start to compress more and more, which is, I repeat you, a bullish pattern for this chart, so it's bearish for the markets. Let me put again the 12 hours time frame. So in this case, I expect something, I could expect something, for example, like this, okay, a retest of this trend line. Here, as you can notice, we are in a resistance point. So if we break from here, I think that we will start to dump from here. I mean, we dump, retest, and boom. On the contrary, from here, we can do something like that. We can start to dump on this chart, go down, retest this support, maybe by building a divergence here, and we start to trend up again. So we start to trend down again on crypto because it's an inverted chart. If from here we break this support, we want to watch, we want to basically see what's happening here on this chart and on the RSI, because even in this case, if we don't dump below these levels, the 32.25 and the 26.7, we are building on a bullish divergence if we are going down, which is notoriously bullish. Same thing that happened here. Okay, this was very obvious that at this point we would have basically trend up again on this chart, because one point here, another one here, while on a divergence. And as you can notice, the price, the USDT percentage, trend up. And here was the point where the market started to dump like crazy, okay, at the end of January 2026. Okay, now I will repeat what I can see. At this point, we can still see another move down on this chart, okay, with a bullish basically environment for crypto. But after that, I think that we will break up again to make the expectation it's a lower low on Bitcoin, okay, at least till this zone. Now, we don't want to break this support, because in this case, as you can see, the range low will be the next target. Another thing to consider is this, look the daily time frame on the RSI. This is a resistance that, let me put, okay, so we have more space. This is a resistance that started to build during the last 2 years, on February 2024. Look what happened, we touched it again. So it will be very difficult to break immediately a resistance like that, that took years and years to develop. I think that all the people that are screaming, you know, next 100K, next blah, 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 they don't know what they are talking about first, okay? Now, yes, we can still trend up again for a while, but in my opinion, now being on the long side, it's still very, very, very dangerous. You are playing with fire, because the data is not telling me that, okay, you should be bullish now. No, we are at premium prices on Bitcoin. Now, you know that I will tell you again and again and again that I am not a day trader. I don't trade charts on a daily basis with leverage. And I can tell you, I am pretty sure to say that, to admit that the majority of the people that you see that are trading daily, they don't make money, because it's simply the truth. Sorry guys, it's simply the truth. My expectation now, before going hard again with my investments, it's something like this. Yeah, we can still take the liquidity there, but boom, a lower low on Bitcoin. It could be, now we will check, because I cannot predict the future, but we will check, we will see how the price and how our indicators will behave in these zones. But what I want to see are divergences here. Okay, the bottom of Bitcoin is not in. Sorry guys, this is my view of the market. You don't have to do what I do, because you are responsible for your money, on how to use your money. I am only sharing my view on these videos. I am not a financial advisor. I don't tell people what to do with their money. I simply share what I do with my money. And secondly, also look what's happening on MicroStrategy, which is a leverage bet on Bitcoin. Here on the daily time frame, we are already building divergences here. Price is going up, it's trending up, while the RSI is trending down. So this is telling you that big players are starting to sell here. Okay, same thing that happened here, for example. One point at 72, another one at 69, divergence on the price, and boom, look what happened. Now, Nasdaq is completely crazy. I have to admit that this is freaking crazy. But we took another 25%. This is not sustainable in the long term. Okay, we will start also to retrace a little bit, but I mean, just to get a healthy correction from here. Okay, 5%, okay, 10%, maybe a retest of the old all-time highs. The Bitcoin price at this point will not trend up. Okay, and as you can see also live, yeah, we are basically selling. Let's see what will happen in the next few days, because we will basically start to get a decision here. If we break this support, we will go down. Okay, that being said, in my opinion, these are premium prices, both on Bitcoin and both on traditional markets. I think that we have to pay attention here. Everyone that is screaming, yeah, bullish price, 95, 100k, etc. I think that doesn't know what he's talking about. And yeah, let's see what this week will bring to us, and especially the next one. That being said, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's update in another market update. Ciao.